Previously on Latitude Adjustment, we took you along as we drove from Florida to Georgia, Georgia to Illinois, Illinois to Kansas, and finally Kansas to Colorado. This week, we spend time with family in a quaint little town called Georgetown. The boys get to do some fly fishing, and then Cameron and I get a 2-night getaway to enjoy some hot springs, hiking, and exploring. We really didn't pick up the camera very much when we were here in Georgetown. It was a really cool little town, but we kind of just wanted to spend time with family and not have to worry about filming. But we did get some really cute clips of Connor.
Touchdown!
Wow, touchdown!
Sorry, Jared, you're not going to get this one.
3-zip. 3-0 bad guys.
All right, come on.
Alright, I'll clean.
On the way home from Georgetown, we were able to hit the Denver Zoo, and then we just headed back to Cameron's sister's house to spend a couple more days with family before Cameron and I hit the road to explore some hot springs.
You ready for the hot springs? We're almost there.
Excited.
Closest we've been all day. 10 minutes. And it is just as pretty as it's been all day. Surrounded by mountains. Getting a little hard to. We're at about 11. Well, we're at 11,000 feet. 11,000 feet elevation.
11,000 square feet.
Yeah, 11,000 square feet. But yeah, we're almost there. We're excited. We are on our way to Mount Princeton to go check out the hot springs. So,
I'm excited.
yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool. Hopefully we won't get coronavirus. We're only letting in 50 people at a time. And it's first come, first serve. So we're crossing our fingers that we get there in time that they'll let us in.
Yeah, so I guess you have to just stand in line until people come out and then they let 2 more in. So it sounds like they're doing everything possible to keep everybody safe and healthy. So we're excited to check it out.
Gorgeous drive though. I mean, we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Literally nowhere. Like 0 cell service, like farmland for miles. stopped on the side of the road because we have epic views of this mountain. And Cameron's overdoing pictures. So I gotta show you guys this. All right, so we finally got into the hot springs. We had to wait for like an hour and a half.
About an hour.
It's very nice.
It's worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely recommend if you're in Colorado.
So, kind of a long ways out of Denver. I mean, we were coming from north of Denver, so it was a 3.5 hour drive for us, basically.
But we have no kid today, so.
Yeah. It was worth it. I mean, this is very relaxing and enjoyable. Can't imagine if they were letting a lot more people in here.
Yeah, they're only letting 50 people at a time.
That sounds questionable. I think it might be more than 50 people here, but
Yeah.
if they just let everyone in who was coming, it seems like it would be really crowded.
Yeah.
This is probably the maximum I would tolerate being around. And enjoy it. So, we do have to do it ourselves.
After we left, we made the scenic drive to a remote little campsite just outside of the Browns Creek trailhead because we plan to get up and hike that in the morning before heading to Leadville. Once we got to our campsite that night, we were really close to the trailhead, and so we thought we would just kind of hike it and see what the beginning was like. And it ended up being a little bit more challenging than we expected.
You say you're not having fun?
That is not fun.
Feeling the altitude a little bit, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah. We're used to being at sea level. This is a big difference. We're probably 11,000 feet or so. Maybe higher. Sure is pretty though. You out of breath? Yeah, me too. We're out of shape a little bit. Alright, that's where we just came up. Doesn't look nearly as steep from this perspective, but it's definitely worth the walk. Look at that view.
It was like straight up.
What do you think? What? Selfie?
Yeah.
Selfie time!
All right, we're at the Browns Creek Trailhead.
San Isabel National Forest. Courtesy of the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
And we're about to do a 6-mile hike. It's 3 in, 3 in, 3 out, and hopefully
Unless
see
we're
some
feeling
waterfalls.
spunky.
I don't know.
The waterfall is 3 miles in,
Oh, we're gonna
or
see
we
a
can
lake.
go all the way to the lake if we want to go 6 miles in. But then it's 6 miles back, and might be a little out of our expertise range.
I don't think we're gonna do
We're not prepared for that. We're amateurs.
So we did the first mile of this yesterday, and it's basically straight uphill, pretty rocky. But then after that, apparently, the next 2 miles are pretty okay. So
yeah,
we're
we read that the first 800 feet of elevation, which is about what we did last night, is the worst.
Hardest.
And then it's all pretty flat after that. So we got the worst out of the way. Now we get to do it again, but Should be fun.
We'll earn our beers today. I feel like this camera literally doesn't even do it justice. We're hiking to the top of that. JK. All right, I think we're almost there. We just got to this cool little bridge. So we're gonna go across and see if we can see any signs. Taking a break, having a snack. Ugh.
It was well worth it.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure what to expect from these falls. They're pretty epic.
Yeah.
They're good ones.
Definitely worth it. And it took us about an hour and a half to get out here. Probably a little under that to get back. So probably 3 hours round trip. But it's definitely worth the hike. Now we're gonna go back. I don't know, try to move, and then go check out Leadville today. Please don't fall. Cameron just did the polar plunge. We probably won't put that in our video.
I didn't dump my head because I was afraid I was going to get walked away down the waterfall.
It's very beautiful.
But it was very cold.
He said it was very cold. We're having some more
Now I feel
snacks.
good, ready for one more walk back down.
We're about to head back.
What do you think? Way down's a little easier than the way up, huh?
Yeah, much. It's just epic though. Like these views just like you get tired of the same thing, but you don't. Alright, I think we're almost there. Gross. The only thing about this trail that I would say is that they allow horses, like they do like tours on horses, so there's a lot of horse poop to avoid, which means flies. But it's outside. I mean, you can avoid them easily, so. We made it. Our legs are jello. And we definitely need food. What did you think?
It was definitely a good workout. Not too intense. I mean, absolutely worth it. It was
Yeah.
Epic waterfall. Lots of incredible views.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Lots of horse poopy.
Definitely worth the hike. First bit's the hardest, and then it's kind of smooth sailing from there. So we're gonna go eat, probably sit down,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
then we're headed to Leadville. Once we got to Leadville, we didn't really pull out the camera very much. We just wanted to enjoy a date night with each other. But Leadville is a really cool town. It's very quirky. It's an old mining town. You can see here that it has the best Wild West saloon in America. So of course we had to stop in there and grab a couple of cold beers after all that hard work.
All right, here's our spot for the night. The last spot that we saw was probably about, I don't know, 200 or 300 yards down that way. We didn't go any farther down that way yet, but don't see anyone within visible sight. You can see the mountains down there. You can see them really well when we came in, but not as well now, just because of the trees. But it is pretty secluded out here. It's gorgeous.
So we spent the night there and enjoyed our very secluded campsite, and the next day we got up and we headed back towards our family. We were excited to see Connor, and we also made a very last minute decision to continue traveling. At this point we had planned to head back to Florida, but we figured we were already out in Colorado, and so we might as well keep exploring. So in the next episode, come along with us as we head to Grand Lake. We do some hiking with Connor in tow this time. We get to see a ton of moose up close, which was awesome. And then we just explore the town and eventually make the drive back to Florida to round out our Colorado adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.